That's still just sparring. That's still just sparring. Okay, good. People are practicing. And I like having my practice area for my dwarves on the surface because it ensures that they get more sun, and they're not as likely to get sun allergy. Resume production of steel bars. Excellent. Now, these are not like the fanciest, richest statues. They tend to they're all made just out of stone. But hopefully that's okay. Furniture has very low value, even really good furniture. Oh, perhaps, okay. I don't know if this furniture is encrusted either. Huh? What happened? Human caravan! Time to steal the goodies! Alright, we're gonna need our trader over here, Ali Wiz, who's currently leading an axe demonstration, but we're gonna need Ali to relieve the humans of their cargo. We're just thinking about, you know, their poor, like, oxen or whatever they're using to pull the carts. Clearly, they shouldn't have to pull that much stuff. And borrow all the things.
Looks like we're out of these things here, you see?
Yes. We need to build some of these.
Oh, Suntan Man has mandated the production. Wants us to make some querns. So we will make some querns. 2 of them. There we go. And then we will not sell them. Alright, how's your bedroom looking? Still not good enough. So how do we add some value? Sure, someone's got it. Erexit, thank you very much for the resub. And right before that, Tamikic, thank you very much as well. Tamikic was just into something. I want to say a Stellaris planet? I think. I like this tune. Greedy King, yeah, well. Like, size matters. If we just had a bigger bedroom. Gold-plated floors. Yeah, we might just make it bigger. What I could do is actually, say, remove these doors. Because, like, I mean, I could dig out more stuff. But I can't, like, combine it. Could I give them 2 bedrooms and have it go? I'm not sure. But if I just say remove these 2 doors, and then this front area will count as part of the bedroom, that's going to make a big difference. X603! Thanks for the tip! Oh, I missed you resubbing twice in a row! I'm terribly sorry, X603. That can sometimes happen when I get busy. And Last Revenant, thank you very much for the resub. Make the doors Oh! That's right. I could have done that. I probably still will. Anyway, let me redo this as is. Because, yeah, then they'll be counting more stuff, right? That's still not enough. More statues. But they're not fancy-ass statues. When I go and build, I don't know if you can encrust statues. And if you can... Yeah, decorated only. So I only want decorated statues. In the front hall. And let me make sure that we are encrusting statues over here. We're encrusting finished goods. I want to encrust furniture. And then I need to change this. How do I... I can't remember what the key is for changing this. I was doing this last time, where I was using the workshop not to set constraints. There it is, all day. So, input items. For input 1 is, yeah, any gem. For input 2, I want statue of any material. There we go. So this is now going to be a job that repeats forever, encrusting statues. I mean, I could encrust all kinds of furniture, but for now that's going to be fine. Oh, and I need to actually change this to use... a gem. Not onyx. Oh, there we go. Any material. There. A cut gem of any kind. Use that for the furniture. There you go. You can't use that during the normal interface. You always have to specify a gem. But there. Now, gems of any material will encrust only statue-type furniture. There you go. We've got statues there. It's actually being worked right away. We've got some statues in the stockpile, and we've instructed that we'll only use encrusted statues down below. In fact, what I'll probably do is I'm going to kill all these statues, and we'll replace all the statues like that. And you're still leading a dodging demonstration. Let me disable your squads. There you go. Now you're trading. Excellent. So we're going to trade. And what we're going to do is we are going to mark all the goods over here for trade. And then we're just going to seize all of them. This is all mine. Hopefully you've got lots of food. Cloth, leather, anvils. Yep, there we go. Food. Tons of meat. Tons. And that's going to keep us going. So we're just going to seize all the marked goods. Boop. Take what you wish. I can't stop you. Goodbye. And that's how we do business. Is there a way to encrust and cut gem forever? So in the vanilla version, if you put a job on repeat, whenever you run out of gems of a particular type, it will stop. But if you're running DF hack, which if you're using the starter pack like I am, it comes included. DF hack has got something called workflow in it. And if workflow is enabled, it will, by default, even if you don't do anything else, it will protect repeat jobs, where when a repeat job fails because you don't have the material or something like that, instead of canceling the job, it just suspends it. And then it periodically, thank you, I'll activate the squads right now. It'll periodically check to see if the job could be restarted, or it'll try to restart the jobs from time to time. And that way you can permanently be cutting and encrusting. By simply running workflow with the repeat on, that's going to be sufficient. And then what's cool about it is you can then, for some things, add constraints where it'll only run the job if, you know, like I always want to have 2 to 4 beds sitting in a stockpile somewhere. So if ever the number of beds goes below 2, then it will go and unsuspend the job and keep working until the number of beds exceeds 4, and then it'll suspend the job again, which is another nice little helper. Really huge fan of that. For just keeping everything going and less little tiny micromanagement, you can think more about, like, laying out things. Our bedrooms are a little funny here because I was trying to go with, like, the natural layout of the stone rather than the sort of orderly construction I was going. It's kind of interesting to do that. I don't know if I'll do that again. I think it looks a little too messy, but it was interesting to consider. And then, okay, what I'm going to do is, once again, build statues over here. Require that they're only the decorated kind. Yes, wonderful. And there we go. So hopefully they'll add some extra value and get there. And then what I'll do is I will build door planning mode on. Could decorate some doors as well. What I think I'll do is I'll require that they are masterful doors in there. And then I'll make them internal once they get there. And I could do the same thing for the beds and whatever. I mean, even without planning mode, you can manually pick the right kind. But we might not have masterful quality ones right now. We'll just try to make things as good as possible. Yeah, use minimum quality, something higher than ordinary. Exactly. That's what I just did for the doors. I could have done that with the statues as well. I wonder with my encrusting job if I could have put in a quality for the encrusting. No. But that's okay. So I believe I have one repeating job where statues are always being made. Let's see. I might be wrong, actually. So I'm going to add a job at the stonemason for rock statues. Oh, right there. I mean, these are not the richest, but I think it makes a lot of sense. Add a constraint. So again, make sure that we always have just 2 to 4 statues kicking around. So again, it'll make sure this job is always running for us. Keeping a certain amount of statues. Meanwhile, the other job at the jeweler is going to ensure that they're always being engraved. Catering to royalty, of course. Should build a couple of humongous jumbo towers. Yeah, well, the inn is already extending past our roof here of our walls. And it, oops. hand's not in the right place in the keyboard, and will probably continue to go up. I need to remind myself, so these are limestone blocks. We probably have some more. Build, construct, oops. Build, oh, build, construct, floor. Over here, and we are looking for limestone blocks. There we are. And we have plenty. So we can finish that floor, and then we'll set up some bedrooms for the inn over here. As soon as the floors are in place, I'll put up the walls. Actually, maybe I'll start with the corner pieces of the walls, because sometimes they can be a little bit weird. Who was that? Deadmate with the resub. Thank you very much, Deadmate. Limestone block there. And then it should be at the top of the list now. That's another DF hack thing. Try to leave these things at the top. There you go. Get the walls up in the corners because they can be a little tricky to fit. And then we've already got some fortifications up there so we can fire arrows or at least look out like windows because that's cool. Actually, this floor is so high up it probably can't do the fortification thing. Or no, it's just showing me the fortification underneath. Okay, so never mind. I remember last session, was the missing dwarf found? Vampire confirmed. I don't think we have a vampire. I don't remember. We do have... No, we still have a missing dwarf here. Aim on fire. We don't know where Aim on fire is. Or Frinitz is. Actually, maybe I don't remember if we have a vampire or not. What was my plan? I think my plan was to go and say... grab a military squad and like move them from bedroom to bedroom here and see if that like counts as spotting or anything. I mean, someone should eventually go in and see things.
Let's start digging some more holes in the ground, Olin.
More migrants! Holy crap! Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the missing dwarf is. I'm not going to necessarily do the full scan here. It's a little bit annoying. We'll peek in a few more. I'm sure it'll come up at some point. Alright. Cancel your orders. God damn, more migrants. We need a bunch more bedrooms. We still have a dormitory, luckily, so that we, you know, for overflow beds, but we need a proper bedroom. Also... Our mayor's not particularly happy right now. Oh, he also wants some coffins made. Well, let's explicitly make a couple there. And he doesn't have anything. Okay, because, right. We need to set up the mayor's place over here. Because the sheriff's got a good one, but the mayor doesn't. I think what we're going to do is dig out a whole bunch of bedrooms. What I think I'm going to do is extend this out over here. And we're going to get a regular block of bedrooms. How do I want these to look? Something like that. Oops. Like that, like that. Like that. And then play this macro again. And then we'll do one for the other side. Record macro. This is built into Dwarf Fortress. This macro recording. Very handy. You hit Control R. You do your actions, and then you hit Control R again to stop it, and then Control P to play it back. There we go. So we'll get a bunch of bedrooms set up for the new migrants, and then we're going to clear out the dormitory. I think I'll actually set up... Oh, is that the edge of the map? It is. So I'm going to set up another dormitory here. Like so. There we go. That's all right. Who was that? Chrisernja. Oh, hey! Thank you very much for the resub. 1 by 3 bedrooms. Every time I do 1 by 3 bedrooms, people get upset. I know. They're not true dwarves, I think. I do have a tavern. It's upstairs. Room size matter in this game? Yeah, the bigger the room, the more valuable it can be perceived, so it can make dwarves a little bit happier. That being said, they're pretty happy in 1x3. As long as they've got a bedroom, they're fine, especially if the bedroom happens to be well made, a little bit better. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to dismantle this old setup here, and I'm basically going to mirror what we have for the sheriff. So the dining room with some chairs, and then down here we'll have the office. We'll wait for those beds to be pulled apart, and then they can move down here at some point. When they have 1x3, someone will pay the iron price. Can you play as dwarves in this game? Not built in, but there's a mod. I don't know if the Masterwork mod's been all updated for the new version of Dwarf Fortress, but certainly in the last version it was still very, very, very good. And it lets you play as all kinds of different races. But not in the vanilla. Deadman, thank you very much for the resub.
Oh, no way.
I ever stream adventure mode? Probably not. I'm not as into adventure mode. I really should give it another go. But if I'm in the mood to play a classic roguelike, I usually play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, which I really, really, really enjoy. So that's usually it. Masterwork mod for the current version only lets you play as Succubi and Kobolds in Fortress mode. And presumably dwarves, I assume. You know, into first person liking the mod? There are some 3D mods to view things. I don't usually use them, because I'm quite happy looking at the map in 2D here, but yeah. Oh yeah, make a temple! Good idea! We really do need to make a temple. And what's the other thing you can make? Is it a library? Yeah, we need to get that going on. Maybe I'll make them over here. Something like that. The proper entrance over here.
Yes, I'll do it, but no, it won't.
Do you have to reassign the trader to his squad? Does that happen automatically? Yeah, I never removed him from his squad. I had just disabled the squad, told him not to be active, and I turned them back on. Temple of the Drowned God. Yeah, we're gonna have to like bring some water in there. You have to like pump up like water from the caverns and make a waterfall. I don't know. Something. I do not have stone to make a door. Oh, Aemon Fire has been found dead, dehydrated. Oh, he died outside. He's probably killed by the were anteater is probably what happened. All right. Actually, is he up in a tree? If we're at the Z level, I'm thinking it means zoom to location. He is up in a tree. How the hell did he die in a tree? He must have gotten smashed by the anteater and sent flying up into the tree. So, we're going to cut the tree down. This is the tree right here. We're just going to cut this tree down. Did it work? There it is. Okay, good. Damn! Clearly, he was an elf spy. That could be. It would suck though if you bled to death up there, because you know, climbing trees isn't something we can do. You can build little step ladders so that your dwarves can go and like climb the step ladder and pick fruit from the trees, which is really hilarious. Build, construct, wall. Right over there with the limestone blocks. And build a door there, and there, and there, and there.
It won't work.
Yeah, I guess it's not a vampire. I think we actually peeked at the end of last stream to see if we had a vampire or something. I don't remember. I don't remember if we cheated for that. I know we confirmed that there was no were anteater. We still like did everything in game the right way, but we spoiled ourselves to see if someone was an actual were anteater, and it turns out they weren't. I really want to finish our dining room here. with our moose squid. That's going to have to happen today. I should probably dig out the area as is. Yeah, I think I will do that. Okay, that was looking okay. So we're going to build door, record macro, and go there. Stop record, play, play, play. Play, play, play. And this macro will actually work with all the furniture because it's just enter once, then move over by 3. Like that, and then if we back out and build a bed instead, and go here, and go play. Now you can make a macro that does more than one room at a time, but I found that it goes so fast, sometimes it doesn't actually register the clicks properly, which is kind of weird and annoying. Got that, and then, nope, keep getting them wrong. There we go, container, planning mode on, so that everyone will get a chest, or potentially a sack, because I don't set the filters here, so they might be getting bags to store stuff in, but it still works. And then I'll give them all a cabinet as well in planning mode. I'll put it right next to their door. There we go. Lava would be cool. Oh, for the temple? Pump lava up? I've never done anything like that. That would be cool. Or hot. You know, one of the two. So I got that, and then this is going to be the dormitory, so I got a bunch of beds in here. And that'll be good enough, and then a door there. We'll let the furniture get delivered, and then we'll go and smooth everything out afterwards. Where'd that ding from? Human poet? Or maybe it's resuming. I don't know, one or the other. Alright, so, Dwarf Wiki Temple. What do we need to do to get a temple running? Temple is a structure devoted to any objective of worship, any sphere aligned to being such a deity, mega beast, or titan. Portrait mode temples are a location that they can be created from meeting areas. Okay. So just make a meeting area and then do that. Temples require instruments and thus need containers to store them. They also require a certain amount of empty floor space, called the dance floor, same as a tavern. Performers can do blah 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 blah. Being able to commune with their deity or meditate gives a serious enraptured stress decrease to dwarves. Neat! Not having a designated place to pray, on the other hand, make them sad or distracted. Thus, making a temple early on might be a good investment for your fortress, even more so if you're going through difficult times. Well, look at that. So, we create a zone, like that. I declare it as a meeting area, assign the location, assign it. No. No. Because that's my inn. Remove assignment. Assign location. Add location. Temple. To a deity. You know what it should be? It should be to the deity of my king, shouldn't it? I don't know who it is. Hang on. No specific... Is that the Abbey of Yelling? That's fucking phenomenal. My king here. Who do you worship? Worshipper of Sodil, the Palisade of Blockading. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Abbey. The Abbey of Yelling, which is great. I don't know if I can change it now. I think I have to retire the location. Damn it. Add location. Temple. Sodil, the Palisade of Blockade. So now the Covenant of Searching. I'm sure I could rename it, but I'm not going to bother because I'm lazy. Alright, so now we have a temple. And apparently it needs some containers. I'm just going to put like a bunch of containers in the corners, and I'm going to leave it open for now. So then, presumably, I can make another zone. Oops. Another zone here. Make this a meeting hall. Assign it. Add a location. This is going to be a library. The Vault of Syrups. Ha 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 ha! Love it. Love that name. So, library is a location. At a library, scribes can copy book scrolls and scholars can write them. Dwarves, even those who are not assigned to a library, will sometimes come to read books or idle around. Scholars of various races will visit your library, often bringing books of their own. Occasionally, they'll take your books with them and they leave. They may also write their own books while visiting. You use supply of writing materials in the process. These books effectively become property of your fortress, as the author doesn't usually take their books. So, Designate the zone. Build bookcases to store books and scrolls. Build boxes/bags to store writing material. Build chairs and tables. Designate scholars and scribes. So for the temple, we don't need to assign anyone? Doesn't say anything about that. Okay, let me... Over here. I think we just got a tip. So let me deal with that before I forget.